Hey budgeteers, I'm back in action. My voice is finally coming back. I've been on vacation and we've been doing a lot of fun things as a family. But as I've been on these long road trips, I've had some time to think about this channel and what I really want to make of it. And first of all, I want to take a good shout out to a lot of you who have reached out to me in the last few weeks, asked me where I've been, needing some help, asking for new things. It's really encouraged me to keep going, and I want to just say a big thank you for that first. So for those of you who have followed this channel along for a while, you'll know that I've really tried to keep a lot of my life separated from the channel. I disclosed earlier that I was trying really hard to keep my family kind of out of the light, and that I was working really hard to keep the budgeting aspect in check. But you know what I realized is that my life and my budget integrate a lot. And I wanted everyone to see me in my normal everyday clothes mostly, and not in a shirt and tie, but I go to work in a shirt and tie, and so there might be times when it would be nice for me to be able to sit down in front of you and talk as I'm get in my car or as I'm heading to work or whatever I may be doing. And so I want to be able to make this a little bit more of a casual channel. And I'm going to work really hard to start to integrate some of those things. You'll see that starting today as I kind of share a little bit about my trip and how that all went. But I just want to say that I am going to work really hard to bring more real life into this, because so far I've tried really hard to keep it very separated, and I don't think that's quite the direction I intended when I began. I think that was a good thought in my head, but not quite what it needs to be. And I want to be as open and as honest with all of you as I possibly can be, so it's time to let some people in, and I want to let you in with me. Looking at that, there are also some things I want to do with the channel. First of all, we're going to bring in an aspect that I really love to talk about, and that's saving money, because a lot of times when you're learning from other budget experts or people that claim to be financial advisors, they're talking about using no debt, making sure that you're using all cash for certain transactions. And as a lot of you have seen, I don't always follow that strategy. In fact, I rarely follow that strategy. I believe that when you're on a budget, it's kind of like going on a diet. For those of you who have been on a diet before or have tried to lose weight or get more healthy, you know that if you cut all junk food out of your life, you can become healthy very quickly. But as soon as you take one bite of that delicious cookie, you want more and more and more. And you didn't actually change anything. All you did was take out all the junk for a while, and then when you reintroduce some of it, your body kicks in and you just want more of it. Budgeting is exactly the same thing. And so I don't want to encourage you to be debt-free and only use cash and never work with debt and never do certain things like that, because a lot of those tools can be used to increase your financial wealth very well. And so instead of learning how to do it that way, I'm going to try to introduce topics and principles and things that you can use that are going to help you grow your life in a way that instead of dieting and eating no cookies, you have a cookie here and there, and you learn how to control that craving. And we're going to do that in budgeting. I really struggle with that in my own weight and my health, and I've been thinking about that a lot lately. And so that's why I think it's a good analogy to use right here on this channel. And I am not one to say only use cash, and if you have any debt, you're failing. In fact, some of you may need debt in your life. There are some people that function better when they have those kinds of drives and things that are going on. But on the flip side of that, it never hurts to be saving at the same time, having those investments in place, and getting your net worth to grow, not just your debt to grow or shrink. So I'm going to talk about the financial aspect from a global picture. We're going to go all the way around in your life and talk about the beginning, the end, the middle, all of it. And I want to dive in deeper into that. So these are some of my thoughts. I've been on the road. My wife calculated it for 90 hours in the last week and a couple days. So I have had a lot of time to think about this, and I wanted to sit down, get right in here, and talk to you about where I'm going with this. So first of all, like I said, I am going to begin producing a video series where we're going to start saving money, and I'm going to show you some different ways that you can invest it, that you can put it into savings accounts, and what that means for your money and how it will grow over time. You'll see that series pop out here soon, and it would be something that I think everybody, most people in fact, would be able to follow and right along with me and save money as well. And we're going to go on a road and see how much money we can save all together. So join in, and if you join in the middle, hopefully you've come back to this video and you're going to move forward from there, or probably not to this video, but to the beginning of that series. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to focus in on some budget templates. I really want to get those budget templates out and built. We're doing one in Google Sheets, and I've kind of slowed down on that. I'm going to finish that out. Thank you, Nicole, for shouting me out on that. And asking me to keep going. We will get that done all together, and I'm going to start putting those out as fast as I can, because I realize that it's important for some of you not to only have the resource in Microsoft Excel. That was the second thing. The third thing that we're going to do, and we're going to drill into that, is a lot of question and answers. I've gotten a lot of questions. I would like to give a lot of answers and talk about different ways that we can budget. So that's going to be big on this as well. Fourth, we're going to include my family and some other little things. I won't include them a lot, but I realize that if I'm always waiting for them to be gone, or I'm always trying to find a private place to be, I'm never going to be able to do this anymore, and so that's going to be very difficult. A few things that have slowed this down in the last little bit. I've been trying to change out some equipment and get it so that it's easier to use, because I will sadly admit I used Windows Movie Maker to edit all of my videos. And as some of you might know, when you buy a new computer now, Windows Movie Maker is no longer supported. So unless you have an Apple computer, you don't have a great free editing software. I found a few, but they're really choppy and very hard to use. So I've bought one recently, and it's still even having some issues even though I paid for it. And so we're going down a road here where I'm trying my best to produce these videos and edit them so that they're viewable and that the audio is not choppy. I know in a few of my videos it hasn't synced up with my actual speaking. It's been really annoying even to me. So I apologize for that, but I'm working through this. I'm not a designer. I have almost zero graphic ability because I haven't trained that part of me very well. But I'm working really hard right here on this channel to help build that together. And then the absolute last thing that I want to bring up is that from here on out, I've made a personal decision that I am no longer going to show advertisements on my YouTube videos in the middle, end, beginning, wherever. You will not see them anymore on my channel. And if you do, let me know, because I would like to find out why they're being shown. I am going to turn them all off. This will be a community-driven channel. And with that being said, there are going to be many ways that you can support me, whether that be via a financial donation or other method involving cash, but there will also be other ways, such as sharing the channel or helping me out by sharing social media posts and other things and spreading the word that I want to help others budget. And I hope that you'll join me in that cause. There will be a link in all of the descriptions where you can click on that, and it'll give you many different ways that you can help. And like I said, some may involve some money, others may involve things that you can do for free. I want you to just help out wherever you think you can, and that's the way I'm going to drive this from here on out. I am here to help you, and I'm realizing that watching advertisements in the middle or even the beginning or end when you're looking for an answer is not great. And so I'm going to rely on all of you to decide how far we take this. Obviously, the more I earn and the more that we get out of this, the more I can produce and put out on YouTube and help people without charging any money. So if I've helped you in any way, I hope that you will consider helping me, and we'll continue to help the world. There's a lot to do with financials. I'm realizing that there is a whole niche out there where people are looking for ways to budget and control their life in a unique way. They don't want to be told that there's only one way to do it, and that's what a lot of people tell you, is that there is only one way to do it, and that's the zero-based budgeting system, and that's it. Although that's a great method, and if that works for you, good. There are many other ways, and we're going to talk about all of those. So we're going to bring some fun into this channel. We're going to grow together. So budgeteers, if you have any questions, shout-outs, concerns, anything that you need from me, let me know in the comments below. Go to my website and email me. I would love to hear from you. And this is the beginning. Like I said, start watching for those budget templates to come out and all different things that we're going to be starting to put right here on the channel again. And thank you to all those that have reached out to me. And just for those of you that are curious, I did have someone reach out and ask if we could change it to a bi-weekly budget template instead of a monthly template. So for those of you that are on a bi-weekly paycheck, this might solve a problem for you if this is something you've been looking for, and we'll do that as well. There's a lot coming. That's all I'm going to say. and I'm going to try to post as often as I can, and we're going to get back into the groove of things and go. Thanks for sticking with me, Budgeteers. I know I rambled a lot in this video, but I've got a lot coming, and together we are going to change the world financially. Let's do it.